You know, another anime that
Yes,
sugarcoats
let's
the
go.
occult is Dragon Ball Z. Have you
Let's
ever
go.
seen this one?
Fucking
Oh, yeah, I remember
aliens
watching that as a
and
kid.
magic
Yeah, a
powers
bunch
and
of
martial
people we
arts.
interviewed at the convention said they started watching anime because of that show.
You know, this show's been around since the mid-90s, and there's a ton of
Wrong. Whoops.
episodes somewhere in
My spacebar broke there. It's been around since the 80s. It's been in the West since the 90s, which I guess is what they mean. So I'm just being pedantic here.
the range of like 600 plus in total.
Wow.
There is dark
Fuck
spiritual
yeah.
undertones that need to be exposed. Magic is a common tool used throughout the series, and
Actually, it's not magic, it's key.
witchcraft and spiritualism is looked upon favorably.
The rivers, the trees, the wind, all the living things in nature. Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
The spirit bomb, if they're going to demonize a
I
spirit
almost
bomb,
have enough.
they can
The
go fuck
power is
themselves.
coming to me. I can feel all of it completely surrounding me. Just a little bit more. Here it comes. All right.
Come on, get to your point. We
This is
know
plot.
that their scenes are extended in
And
Dragon
nothing
Ball.
will.
The Bible strictly forbids any such practices. In Colossians 2:8 it says, "See to it that no one takes you captive by philosophy, empty deceit."
This has got
according
nothing
human
to do
tradition,
with
according to
what's
the
happening.
elemental spirits of the world, and not according to Christ.
For example, the witch character Baba is
Baba.
referred to as the fortune teller Baba. Baba is an insulting word in Japanese that means old hag or old witch.
And Baba uses a
It can also be used affectionately. It's actually a contextual. But on top of that, everything is fucking code for something in Japan. So I'm surprised with Bulma they didn't get to the whole point that Bulma is slang for a bra or something. Like her entire family is named after underwear. You got Bulma, Trunks, Briefs, Dr. Brief. I can't remember her mum's name. But like everything in fucking Dragon Ball is a pun.
the crystal ball to see into the past, present, and future, something the Bible condemns as an abomination to God.
It's a fucking cartoon, dude. Jesus Christ.
Like when King Saul summoned the late Samuel through a medium, in reality, he was speaking to a demon.
Yeah, although I've seen a couple episodes, I still don't understand what this anime is really about.
Let me see if I can explain. You see, the mission
How do you know if you haven't opened yourself to the evil influences of Dragon Ball?
of the characters is to collect 7 Dragon Balls that are hidden all over the earth in order to have 2 wishes granted by the Dragon Lord. The theme song repeatedly chants the phrase,
Chance.
The book of Revelation called Satan a
Fuck's
dragon.
sake.
So basically they are asking Satan to get them.
No, Satan is a character that comes along later in the series and is the Earth's champion, but is actually a fake.
The story centers around a young alien named Son Goku, who was sent down to Earth as a baby. In the Dragon Ball anime, they are 3 supreme beings called the Super Saiyan Gods from Universe 7 that send the baby Goku down to Earth to
This
pretty
is
similar,
ridiculously
but the
wrong.
twist is instead of being sent to Earth to save it, he's sent to destroy it.
With weaklings like Earth. Planet. But
The entire first, the first series, Dragon Ball, like just Dragon Ball when Goku was a kid, there was zero mention of the fact that he's an alien. Like that doesn't actually happen till Dragon Ball Z. So saying the series, when they've included Dragon Ball, is about an alien that's sent to Earth is, yeah. Anyway.
he obviously forgot his mission.
Kakarot, what happened?
Oh, come on, if I wanted to
Who
watch
has
Dragon
an
Ball, I'd
accident
watch-
while growing up, causing him to change his motives from being the destroyer of Earth into the savior of Earth. There's an episode titled The Father of Goku, and a prophecy was given to Goku's father, Bardock.
Their movies, the movies are not part of the canon. This isn't debunking Christianity. This is fucking debunking their shitty understanding of Dragon Ball canon.
That he will have a son, and he will be a savior of the earth.
Take heart, Bardock.
There's only one movie that actually happens that is what's called canon, and that is the Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super that just came out. All these other ones, the one about his dad, the one about the fucking Super Saiyan gods, they're not canon. They're fucking not fan fiction, but they didn't actually happen, you know?
A savior has been born.
How far away?
One who has the power to save the innocent from people.
Because I
like
zoom in so
Frieza.
much to see the chat, I can't tell. Like, if there was a prophecy that Frieza was going to be killed by him,
Someone
Goku
else who
would
wanted to become more powerful than 3 supreme beings. That sounds...
Oh, fuck's sake. 3 supreme beings. Dragon Ball Super has aired at this point. Now, in Dragon Ball Super, there is not 3 supreme beings. For starters, the supreme beings are... There's 2, basically. The Supreme Kai and the God of Destruction. For each universe, there are 12 universes. And then above that, there is the fucking Osama, or whatever the fuck his name is, who can just click things into existence. Doesn't need an Infinity Gauntlet. Like, fuck.
Sounds a bit like Satan?
It says here on the
What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Jeez.
DBZ or Dragon Ball Z wiki that Goku wants to become the most powerful Super Saiyan God, which can be obtained through a ritual involving 6 righteous Saiyans or special divine training.
5 Saiyans with righteous hearts must be flowing.
They're getting way too in the fucking weeds. Going over the lore of Dragon Ball Z. Transformations like Super Saiyan God become pretty fucking out of date pretty quickly. They're using God Ki at the moment, but they transformed into Super Saiyan Blue after Super Saiyan God, and Goku most recently attained Ultra Instinct, which is a technique used by gods, but yeah.
Going through him, this Saiyan shall then take the form of a
Later,
Super
Ricardo, man.
Saiyan God.
Thanks for dropping by.
Focus on channeling
Hey,
your
Donna.
inner light into Dad from your heart.
We're watching some anime. What the fuck? What is that? What is he? What are they insinuating with the arrow? Fuck yeah! They barely
That's right,
use that
Michelle.
transformation.
Now you're seeing who this really is. In the end, Goku takes the war back to heaven and destroys it.
Okay. I literally have no idea what they mean by Goku takes the war to heaven and destroys it. Like, what are they referring to? The most recent thing that was animated was the Survival Saga, which was in a void created by the Supreme Being. The Supreme Kai, not the Supreme Kai, I forget his actual title, but you know.
Son Goku's character is based on the Chinese mythological character called the Monkey King, who in the myth gets invited to heaven and believes he will receive an honorable place as one of the gods, but is instead
Have a good shave.
the protector of the horses, essentially a stable boy.
Oh fuck, I don't
the
care
great
about.
sage, or heaven's equal.
Which so happens to be the similar story of Lucifer, who wanted to be honored as a god and eventually rebelled against heaven. He was cast down to Earth, the lowest place in the universe.
Yes, he
Oh,
sure
Earth,
was.
the lowest place in the
And
universe.
Goku's
Fucking-
father-in-law is known as the Ox
Oh, I
Satan.
saw this in the
His
trailer.
alias is the King of Demons. In other words, his father-in-law is the ruler of demons. He lives on Fire Mountain, which is located in the Diablo Desert.
That's interesting. Here also says Goku-san is married to the daughter of Mr. Satan.
Yes, Mr.
They had a
Satan.
baby who they named Pan.
Pan. Yes.
Of course they did.
Allow me to introduce the greatest woman in the world, my wife Fidel. And this
Devil.
is her dad, and
Holy
infamous
shit, they
father-in-law,
cracked the code.
Mr. Satan.
Gohan's name means food in Japanese. And they haven't mentioned the snails that are all named after instruments. They haven't mentioned that Frieza and his race are all named after things that make your food cold. Like King Cooler, Frieza. What's his brother's name? Shit, losing nerd points. Like, it's not some fucking code that they're cracking.
And this cutie patootie is our daughter. Say hi, Pan.
Pan is
Look
the
at the
Greek
fire
god
transition.
where we get our modern depiction of what
Oh, I
causes
don't
Pan.
care.
The character Mr. Satan, who is also part of the Dragon Team, is adored by all and sometimes referred to as the savior of Earth and the universe.
It's a joke. The fact that he's adored by everyone and is considered the savior despite doing fuck all in the Cell games and being basically a normal human in a cast of superhuman. Even his daughter, after a few months training with Gohan at university, becomes exponentially more powerful than Satan. But they got to make their point. Satan is adored by people, and that's what Dragon Ball is telling us. Dragon Ball is telling us that this pathetic, ultimately endearing person, after he's on screen for a little bit longer, particularly in Super, is the devil, and we're being told to love the devil.
He yelled at him? A pretty brazen move, yelling at our planet's savior.
This kind of reinforces the idea that Satan
It's a fucking
is the
joke.
good guy and
It's a
will be the savior
fucking
of Earth.
joke.
Wow, that's pretty
He
blatant.
is
And just so there's no
a
mistaking
cowardly,
exactly whose side this
impotent,
character truly
and
represents,
fucking
Mr.
selfish.
Satan's daughter, with one of Goku's sons, drives a car with Satan and 666 written on the side of it.
What number did you just say?
666. After Goku dies and is
They cracked the
resurrected,
code.
Wait, so do many of Dragon Ball's villains have common attributes of God?
Actually, they do. For example, the villain King Cold has a title called the King of the Universe.
Because it's set in space. It's basically sci-fi, and he is the fucking king of the universe.
Frieza, his son, is like the Prince of the Universe, much like Jesus is referred to as the Prince.
Wait, I missed that one.
The Prince of the Universe, much like Jesus is referred to as the Prince. King Cold has two sons, making his family somewhat of a kind of trinity.
He's got two sons, so it's a trinity. So they're usurping the imagery of Jesus Christ. Yeah. I need to screen cap that. The fucking trinity.
This is my son.
Fuck me.
Retiring, effective immediately. From this moment on, Frieza will be your commander.
The father giving his throne to
In
his
other
son.
words, the Cold Force has now become the Frieza Force.
There's a prophecy that
Fuck's
King Cold's
sake.
son will die. Frieza dies multiple times, and each time he's resurrected.
Welcome back.
I mean, so is Goku.
Don't dream of resurrecting
And
again.
Vegeta.
That's kind of like the prophecy that was told to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, which talks about how Jesus
Fuck
will
me.
ultimately bruise and crush the head of Satan.
So, the author of Dragon Ball Z, so the actual manga that it's all based on, he's not weaving a web of fucking imagery to corrupt and usurp the Holy Trinity. He's writing a fucking Shonen Jump serialized story. Like, he didn't actually have anything planned past the original Frieza saga, and he started making shit up to the point where week by week he would get feedback from his editors. And so, for example, in one of the later sagas, when he makes an old man and this sort of fucking bulbous, round, android-looking dude the bad guys, the editors are like, no, fuck off. They don't look cool enough. Make them cooler. And he brought in the android 17 and 18. They still didn't look fucking cool enough. So he brought in Cell, still didn't look cool enough. So Cell had like 4 fucking transformations until they were finally happy with the design. Like, this isn't planned. This is just some dude doing shit that he thinks is cool and borrowing from all these different places for the imagery and for fucking inspiration to tell a fucking fictional story.
Frieza has many forms throughout the series.
Come on.
But it is the
Jesus
same
Frieza.
person. During the fight with Frieza, he asks Goku who he is. He says he is the savior of the world.
What are you? I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.
Jesus doesn't come for the innocent. He comes for the sinner. So he's not trying to
Goku
usurp
saying
Jesus.
that he is the truth is like him saying he is like Jesus.
But he's not, because he said he's here for the innocent. Jesus didn't come for the innocent. He came for the fucking sinner.
According to ScreenRant.com, many fans cite the intended end of Dragon Ball as the conclusion to the Frieza saga, with Goku fulfilling
That's
the
what I
Super
said.
Saiyan prophecy and finally defeating the villain responsible for destroying his home planet.
Of course, this moment ended up being the beginning of a whole new chapter for Dragon Ball, rather than the ending.
This Gateway anime is full of satanic imagery.
Gateway anime.
And what's with the sigil of Lucifer in Vegeta's forehead?
Sigil of what?
Wait, what?
And what's with the sigil?
That hair, like his widow's peak is always the fucking same, and then there's just a M for Majin Buu, or for Margin, or whatever the fuck it is.
of Lucifer and Vegeta's
Not
forehead.
Majin Buu, just Majin.
Sigil of what?
Oh, this is like the sigil of Lucifer, so are you a Satanist or anything contributing the Satan?
I mean, even if that's intentional, like, yes, he is currently possessed by actual demon. Like, Majin Buu's actually a demon, not like an alien, like a lot of most of the other characters.
Pagan.
Well, according to the
Like, that's the fucking
website
point, even if it's true.
symboldictionary.com, the sigil
But I
of
think they're
Lucifer
stretching,
means the
like, by
sigil of
including the Widow's
Satan,
Peak, you know?
used in conjunction with other symbols. Its original purpose of the
You may have invaded my mind and my body.
Get to the point.
Just remember, his purpose is to steal energy from Majin Buu, so why not let him have his way for now?
That guy's name's Dabra, as in abracadabra. And the short guy is Bobbity, who is the successor to Bibbidi, and ultimately awakens Boo. So it's Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. So fucking Disney, let's go.
When Vegeta's fighting Goku, we see that Vegeta has the sigil. He refers to himself as the prodigal prince of bloodshed.
Because I wanted him to reawaken the evil in my heart. I wanted him to return me to the way I was before.
This is kind of imagery like a reference to Jesus.
Stop going back to your own
who
fucking
shed
shitty
his
anime.
blood for humanity. So it's kind of a twist that
Yeah,
Vegeta
GTs.
ultimately wants to return to the way
I mostly
he was
only know
before,
GT
a
stuff because of
cold-blooded
one of the
Saiyan.
Budokai games I played.
So this leaves the viewer with the impression that
Like
the biblical
the,
Jesus is really evil.
What's the Ultimate Dragon's
Vegeta
name or whatever?
even
Sin?
sacrifices himself.
Omega Sin or something?
Bulma, I do this for you. And yes, even for you, Kakarot.
Or what? He overcomes the evil of the possession that the M, or the fucking sigil, whatever the fuck they want to call it, represents, and sacrifices himself to save his family and friends. What a fucking dick.
And so,
Ultimate Final Flash, let's go.
warriors has vanished in a blinding flash of light,
Shit, 10
having
past
made
1.
the ultimate sacrifice for the sake of his loved ones. His name was Vegeta.
Vegeta. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
An inversion of Jesus. The character, Piccolo, says Vegeta is going to lay down his own
Why the fuck is
life
everyone
to
Jesus?
save the people.
Wasn't Vegeta,
in other words,
Frieza
do
Jesus?
Exactly what Jesus did.
You know what? If every fucking person in the history of fiction and non-fiction who gave their life to save other people from actual death was just imitating Jesus, well, fuck them, right?
Right, Kendi. This kind of twists the truth about Jesus.
It
You see
doesn't.
that
It's
the
not
Bible
about
says
Jesus.
that
It's not
Jesus
about
was
Jesus.
never selfish.
It's not
he
about
was not
Jesus.
prideful, or he didn't have any evil character traits at all.
The Bible describes a seal that will be placed
Is that... No, it's
on the
not.
foreheads of God's true followers. Revelation 9 speaks
God,
about
the mark of the
seal
devil.
just before the end of the world. We are told
Revelations.
not to harm the grass
Let's
of
go.
the earth or any green plant or
Oh,
any
they're
tree,
using that background
but
that
only
everyone
those
uses.
people who do not have the seal of God on their forehead.
Fights with Goku, we see one of the Saiyans creating life out of the dust of the ground.
Okay, this is real Christian fucking cringe, right? He's not creating life. It's literally fucking planting a seed to grow the Cybermen, which are fucking based on plants. It's like Christians who think fucking evolution is creating life. It's not. It's literally growing from fucking seeds. He plants and covers the fucking dirt.
But as you can see,
They're
the
green.
life
They're
that
fucking
springs
plants.
forth is something evil, reinforcing the Gnostic view that God is evil.
Gnostic, holy
There's a
shit.
lot of imagery.
There is yet another Trinity in this saga.
Another Trinity. Let's go.
Bibbidi Bobbidi and Boo.
Yes! Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Let's fucking go.
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Well, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is a magic spell cast in Cinderella.
Oh yeah, you're right. It
I
does
can
have
fucking
something to
see
do
the
with magic
future.
and sorcery. There are many parallels with the Godhead in these three as well. As you can see, there's the sigil on their foreheads and on their clothing.
This says more about their fucking theology if it is so fucking generic that it can be applied literally to the Frieza family, fucking Vegeta, and fucking Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Like, that is fucking
And they are
mental.
all from a planet called Planet Alpha,
I don't know if I
which
should have
is
said
in
mental,
Universe
but-
7, and is shown to exist in the heavens. God calls himself the Alpha and the Omega.
Wait. Isn't the number 7 often in
And why the fuck are they bringing Whis into it? Like, this shit didn't exist for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Like, I love Dragon Ball, and, Super's fine. But, like, it is not some fucking big conspiracy. There's just some dude having fucking fun writing whatever crazy shit he thinks.
The number associated with God?
It sure is. And Bobbity, Bibbity's son, has an episode where he opens a so-called seal. He opens the seal and frees Boo in an attempt to destroy the people of Earth.
In the Bible, Jesus is described in the book of Revelation as the only one worthy of opening the seal.
Opening the seal. Cracking the egg with Boo in it is like them usurping Jesus opening the fucking seal on, was it the scroll of Revelation?
Revelation 5:5
yeah, the scroll,
says,
7 seals.
And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book, and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
The Dragon Team characters thrive off of fighting, even when presented with the idea that...
Fact, they don't. Krillin becomes a police officer. Yamcha, what does Yamcha do? He quits fighting for a while. Gohan quits fighting after the Cell Saga, basically. With a little, you know, he does still fight when he needs to, but he becomes a fucking professor. Bulma's a fucking scientist. Who else?
They
I mean,
could
Goku
use
and
the
Vegeta
Dragon
always
Balls to
fight.
stop the apocalypse. Team Z outright refuses to stop fighting.
They can't actually. The dragon in Dragon Ball Z can only do things within its power, and the enemies they face go beyond the dragon's power to stop because they're not strong enough. So no, they actually can't do that. And in the cases where it may have been feasible, they're usually racing the bad guys to actually collect the Dragon Balls as well. So it's not like they can just go Thanos snap their fucking enemies out.
And his angels were
I have to say,
thrown
actually,
down
it's
with him.
really unusual to see
Just
Christian
like
propaganda
Goku was cast
speak to
down to Earth.
Revelation so
Even when
much. I should probably pause it while I'm doing it. I think it says a lot about their point of view. Like, I was actually going into this expecting that they'll talk about the social consequences, but they're not. They're talking about imagery and how they can assign it to particular passages in Revelation, which is fucking crazy. Like, that shit is so specific in Revelation in terms of the imagery that they've got to pick things out of context. Like, the fucking opening an egg with Boo in it is the same as the 7 seals on the fucking scroll. I'm pretty sure, my memory's a bit rusty, but I'm pretty sure that each seal it opened unleashed another plague or something. Like, it caused something bad to happen on the earth, and they were very specific things, like a third of the stars out of the sky, a third of the water to turn to blood, and like, it falls down as soon as they read past that fucking initial like verse, and they just stop and go, well, see, it's just like that, because they're picking such a small amount that they can just apply it to fucking anything.
Dragon Ball Z teaches an inverted gospel, which makes Satan the hero while demonizing the
They're back on this. Like, we've already gone through this. Mr. Satan is a fucking joke. Like, if he is a stand-in for Satan, he is being mocked. The fact that the world believes he is strong and powerful while he isn't is funny. That's why they live in Satan City. That's why Satan Hospital exists. That's why Mr. Satan is revered. Because it's a fucking joke. Like, it actually... Like, if you take as read their assumptions that Mr. Satan is meant to represent the devil and it's trying to show how the devil should be worshipped, well, it does the opposite, because it emasculates him. It takes away his power. It says that he is impotent and fucking powerless compared to the multiple Trinities running around. Anyway.
Trinity.
Hey, that was Mr. Satan. Huh? Mom, it's Mr. Satan. I recognize that voice anywhere.
Hey, you're right. Wow.
Everyone, it's him, Mr. Satan.
Fucking early anime dubs. Oh yes, let's go Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb is a metaphor for everyone coming together to overcome a common threat through Goku. It is going to be subverted. Let's see how.
Unbelievable! Using his special powers, the world champion is speaking to the entire planet from a battle that we can't even see! This is
Oh, come on. Like, this editing is fucking garbage.
Thanks to Mr. Satan, the long-awaited energy has finally arrived from Earth.
Would you really expect anything else from the Dragon Team?
Speaking of
Not the Dragon Team, they're the Z Fighters, but go
inverted
off.
gospel,
Is this Greek for Is it new beginning?
And Evangelion means gospel.
Right. It's
Whoa. Are we moving on from Dragon Ball? Fucking...
The Dragon Team?
Speaking of inverted gospel, you guys ever heard about the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Hey, isn't Neon Genesis Greek for, is it new beginning?
And Evangelion means gospel.
It's pronounced Evangelion, but let's go.
Right. It's about a new beginning of the gospel.
Yeah, I bet I can...
Oh my god, these basic fucks.